good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Davenport. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry now for David Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Giants have 3-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Denzel Perryman with a sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Darnay Holmes able to run it down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder from the right hash. This from 33. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind. They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right? He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Davenport. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Davenport. Allen's got it complete. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they run the option on 2nd down. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
To throw on 2nd down, Davenport has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And so far, in terms of putting points on the scoreboard, it's been defense 2, offense nothing. But we'll have a chance to put together a first scoring drive this go-around. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Davenport. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Davenport. He's got Bellinger. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Looking to throw. Davenport caught by Allen. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Montgomery back to the ground. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. And this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Side for Watkins, and he's got him. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Davenport. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Allen, the man in motion left. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now again running left with Montgomery. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. It's a pickup of 6. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go, set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On 4th down, Davenport. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
2nd and 4. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once who got huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
On the set.
Now back to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.